Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at rainieravenue.world.
Do you feel uneasy on your feet? Need assistance to walk? Do you use a wheelchair and want to stand more? What if you could stand stronger, feel steadier on your feet? What would this mean for your daily life? Join our dance-based walking program to improve balance, coordination, strength, and stamina. Wednesdays in July and August at 2 p.m. at the iconic Columbia City Theater in partnership with Rainier Avenue Radio and Pakistan Power Nonprofit. Walkers, wheelchairs, and canes welcome. If you can stand and bear weight for even just 5 seconds, come dance to walk with Tango Stride.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on rainieravenue.world.
Hi, I'm Mac McGregor, the host of the You Can Make a Difference show, which airs live every Friday at 12 noon PT time. On the You Can Make a Difference show, we shine a spotlight on people who are doing amazing things to make a positive difference in our communities and in our world. We talk about what inspired them to do the work and what inspires them to keep going, how they got their start, and how you can, if it inspires you, plug into their work. We can all do something that makes a difference. So tune in every Friday at noon to the You Can Make a Difference show with Mac McGregor.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio,
your community radio station.
What's good? You're locked into Fresh Juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. I'm D Money.
What's up? It's Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself, you heard? Every Wednesday, 9 to 11, with interviews,
new hip hop and R&B,
straight from Washington streets and worldwide. Don't go nowhere. Here's the first song.
I'm so grateful to be alive, but alive ain't always living. Sometimes you can just survive day to day, plate to plate, 2 pieces and fries, or the steak with leaves on sides. Sometimes low and sometimes high. I'm so thankful for these people by my side. Lord, I know what I done wrong, trying to be what I done right. 7 días, me or mine. You could keep the feast in mind. I just want my peace of mind. Oh yes, so it happens. Go from FOMO to FOH, full doctor, Manhattan. Present the elegance of pain, the posture, the passion, the rebirth, the passing, the green earth, the massing. Open these palms of mine, let the stars align. Had to work hard to see the God in me, but I know it's time. If you tryna get up top, keep reaching. Shit, I'm tryna peak the mountain too. If everything happens for a reason, I ain't really got shit else to do but be grateful. Grateful just to be alive, but alive ain't always living. Sometimes you can just survive day to day, plate to plate, 2 pieces and fries, or the steak with leaves on side. Sometimes low and sometimes high. I'm so thankful for these people by my side. Lord, I know what I done wrong, tryna be what I done right. 24, Siete dias, me oh my. You could keep the feast and wine. I just want my peace of mind. Look, I could write a book how fit he got just walking city blocks. Bottles popping off, so many lost, plenty my memory shot. Turning cold shoulders to warm shoulders, forgive me not. I watch the pot, still boiled fast, look at your ass, just like your pops. Apples, don't fall far, shackles and family scars. Tobacco by the carton for him. The cologne, bet my part, and if the smell does offend, me compadre and cadre, bring me up on the dark days and here's some notes. Need to make some bold decisions. Call your folks while they still living. Let them know you right here with them. Don't go ghost. Hold tight that love you've been given. Takes work to hang ribbons in the sky. Now why you gon' let that go up in smokes? Heaven knows time flies. Take a penny, leave a penny. Skip a meal to feed the minute. I plead the fifth in bed, believe me. I only want for what is needed. I ain't too proud to be defeated. Just get back up on my feet to say I'm grateful. Grateful just to be alive. But alive ain't always living. Sometimes niggas just survive day to day. Plate to plate, 2 piece and fries. Or a steak with leaves on sides. Sometimes low and sometimes high. I'm so thankful for these people by my side. Lord, I know what I done wrong, trying to be what I done right. Can't think cuatro, siete dias, me oh my. You could keep the feast and wine. I just want my peace of mind.
Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice. You are logged in, man. That first song you heard right there from Quell Chris, a mellow music group, Alive Ain't Always Living. It ain't that true. Production from Chris Keys on there. You can check out a full album from him. It's called Death Fame. So check it out right there. You know, on Rainier Radio, Fresh Juice. Myself, D Money. We also got our guy,
Pint Size Patron.
Yes, sir. Also got our guy.
IDYourself, you heard?
Also got our guy,
OG Mambo. Come on, man.
Yeah. We in here.
Yeah. Man, and we'll be bringing
I like that one.
It's a good little intro, right? You know, I guess we're working on it, but if you tune in for the first time, new hip hop, new R&B every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. We've been doing it for 615 shows now. What? And we got a special guest we've had on the show a couple of times, man. In fact, I interviewed this cat way back when with a tape recorder, probably about 10 years ago, probably my first interview with them, man. So our guy Grynch will be joining us, man. So definitely looking forward to chopping up with him. I haven't seen him for years. It's been a couple of years. Definitely before the pandemic. Last time I saw him, I think he was the guest on the show. So he was probably like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't really know. A long time, man. But how's the week been, guys?
I can't complain so far, man. This week has been pretty smooth. You know what I'm saying? Moving along, getting to it, getting prepared for some shows, some activities for the weekend, man. You know. How about you, Patron? How's it been rocking for you, brother?
Man, it's going well. We did the studio on Sunday, so flying out of town tomorrow. Just been moving around a little bit, man.
I got something kind of heavy.
ID, what you talking about, man?
You're gonna start out with a load.
Yeah, man, and I got a whole nother load. So I did the question pause, but basically I asked a friend of mine, and this is gonna be quick. I asked him, how do you deal with your shortcomings when your best isn't good enough?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And his response, and I feel like this is a pivotal response. His response was this: you acknowledge what you can do, and do some things. When everything's done, you surrender. You feel me? The hardest thing for an adult to do, that's basically the hardest thing for any adult to do, is just to surrender. Shutting down won't do much, and shutting out certain energies isn't necessary for me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to just be centered and satisfied. If you present yourself with centered satisfaction, then whoever you talk to after that, they got to deal with satisfying themselves, not you.
Okay.
I do want to shout out my guy KJ in the comments. Chris, I left my phone at the crib, man.
That quote by SOS. He's a local rapper and everything. Everybody might know him. They should know him.
Much love, ID, man. Like that opening song said, live ain't always living, man.
For real, man.
All right. Also, shout outs to Miles Salvador, always showing us love.
What up, Miles?
D Money, OG Mambo, Pint Size Patron, and she said all four of us this time. That deserves an applause right there.
Avid listener, what up?
Have a great broadcast.
Love.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Definitely love you, Miles. Everybody else, feel free to jump in on those comments, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all those platforms.
Miles might be the first one to get a Patreon package.
Hey, she just might have to. And KJ is always on the time too, man. So KJ definitely one of our loyalist listeners too. So shout out to both of them, man. They have to hear from the start when more people are going to be coming, man. But for now, I'm going to turn it over to our guy OG Mambo. He is our artist introducer extraordinaire.
Oh yeah, man. So this week,
This
week, man, we got us someone very special, someone who's put their fingerprints all over the city, who is pumping like the Space Needle through a lot of people's veins.
Someone who represents a borough that doesn't even always get its head nod like it's supposed to. My guy from the nasty north, man. He's not here to steal Christmas. He's here to steal your hearts.
Let's go.
Grinch is in the building, man. Make some noise. Give him that applause, man.
There he is, yo. There he is.
I appreciate that, Mambo. Thank you.
Man, it's love, man. It's love. Man, we gotta give flowers, man. We gotta pay homage. Actually, everyone always says give flowers, so I'm just gonna say I'm gonna give you a bag of treat, man. We gotta give you your bag of treat, man.
That works.
So you can fire it up in honor of you, man.
He's not a stranger to the tree.
You gotta give me my VH flash.
Yeah, I gotta hit you with VH flash. Yeah, that's what we got this week,
Hey,
man.
where is my VH flash?
It's right there. Patron got
we over here talking in wingdings. Do you know the tree?
Don't mess up the rotation.
Yo, first y'all talking about a bag of tree. Now you talking about don't mess up the rotation. We need to get it clean in here.
Right. No, we good. That's how we dance on the line. That's what we do over here.
This is how we do it in the Northwest, man. There's a lot of trees.
Nasty north.
That's all it is. Man, Grinch, how you doing?
So let me just jump out and just why do they call it the nasty north?
Yeah, man, you've been solid. What's been going on? No, the record just came out.
Yeah, I dropped the joint yesterday with Latoya Williams and my guy Vitamin D produced it. It's called Blessings. So
happy.
Yeah, man, was just happy to get that one out to the world and just hopefully people like it, man. I'm just happy to see.
It's like a regular thing for you at this point, just working with legends like that, though. Because I mean, like Vitamin D, I think that's another thing that we gotta start doing a little bit more of in the city is like tipping our hats to people who really done stuff. Like Vita's a heavyweight, man.
I'll tell you what, man. I hold Vitamin in extremely high regard. And like one of my proudest days as like an artist, especially here in Seattle, was the day he called me to get on a record. He got me on one of the Stay High Brothers projects.
Right.
In 2011, it was an album called Christmas Trees. So of course they needed Grinch on it. The song's called How to Rob Santa. But man, that meant the world to me, man. And I was like, absolutely, man, for sure. So Vita's he's the guy, man. And we've always been cool, but this is actually the first like record of mine on one of my projects that he's produced.
Most of it was like collaborations where you were featured on it.
Yeah. Like I think we did the Stay High Brothers joint, and then we did a song in 2007. Damn, a long time ago with me, Pinder, and Macklemore on Vitamin and Pinder's Backpack Wax tape.
That's fire, man. So, that's another thing, man. Like you've been rubbing shoulders with the who's for.
I've seen it.
I mean, even if you say that, bro.
I'm not gonna say.
No, you can say that, bro.
But I've seen a lot.
I think it would be fair to say that you've seen it all, because as an observer and a student of the game, I was paying homage and watching the Doomies and 10 Eyes move around amongst all the crowd and stuff like that.
For sure.
You've been around since the Shakers, and you know what I mean, to be releasing music yesterday, doing an interview today.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that you superseded, surpassed, and outlasted. You know what I mean? So, I know you're not going to gas yourself up, but that's my job. That's what I'm here to do, man, and gas that up. Because that's a big deal, bro.
I'm just happy to still be here and still be doing music and still like enjoying myself and having fun with it.
Right.
You know, I'm not, you know, everybody gets to the point sometimes where they're a little burnt on it or whatever, but it's always there, man. I love it. So,
Right.
I mean, that's why you do it at the end of the day, man. Like I was talking to D a little bit before you guys got here, and I was just like, man, like had a pretty good run thus far, man. And I'm, you know, I don't have like these, you know, of course you want to do, you know, things that whatever, you know, you can, but I don't have like these rap star aspirations or anything. I don't have like the same mentality I did when I was like 21, 22 years old, you know, like I'm not gonna say I'm old. Well, yeah, I'm a little older these days.
Season,
so, you
that's
know,
all
okay to get old.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
But
It's all right.
That means you're surviving. That
really.
means you're surviving the times, though.
Yeah, and
that is the goal.
I'm just happy to have been around this long, and I'm not like some super jaded, bitter artist either.
Right.
I'm like, man, I landed in the sweet spot, man.
Definitely, for sure. Yeah, because I mean,
were you ever jaded at any point?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's you know, there's definitely, you know,
yeah.
It's a weird industry, man.
Right.
You guys were mentioning working with Macklemore. I noticed you did a record a while ago with Fierce Will and Macklemore as well.
That was me, Fierce, and Greaves.
It said Macklemore on there, and I clicked it and I seen a clip of him, and I was like, I didn't really.
The My City's Filthy.
Oh, that was that. Yeah, that was my guy Wisdom's record. But I'm sorry, man. Yeah. The My City's Filthy joint. Yeah. We pretty much sampled.
When you was in the car, in that joint.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I got. See, I forgot about stuff.
Man, hey, but that's
so much
that's
history.
Good. That's good. That's so much history, though.
Sorry,
and
man.
I mean, to think about what his name means to the city, to have been a part of like such a journey, you know what I mean?
And Mac
moving
is cool,
parallel.
man. Like I did a show at one point, and opened for Macklemore. Downtown Olympia, and at the time we were done. We were about to get off stage, and we turned to him. Me and my boy Zeke was like, "Yo, you want me to just like stand, like get off stage this way or get off stage that way?" And Macklemore was like, "No, you can just stand right there. You good."
Was it at the China Clipper by chance?
No, this was at the Society.
The what?
It's a newer crowd.
Oh, okay.
They done closed it and opened it back like 3 times.
Okay.
As they tend to do with venues out here, man.
1230 room, if you will.
Got you. Yeah.
That you've been.
What was it before the Society? Never mind. I'm not gonna take.
1230 room.
1230 room. Yeah.
So
dang, that was
in the realm of collaborations, man. Like, how do you find the inspiration or the network, or do you put yourself out there for things, or does it just happen by chance? You know, because for the younger cats that are listening, so they could game, because you know they might listen to this interview and go Google you and do the research we did and be like, wow, this guy's got songs with Warren G. Like, that's a big record to commemorate Nate Dogg with Warren G.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
big stuff.
I would have mentioned that, but y'all mentioned the
talk about that moment like a little bit, like how we got there and what that felt like.
I'll just give you the whole breakdown with that. I mean, I met Warren in 2009. He was on Twitter and he was just like, I'm looking for new artists to work with, yada yada yada. You know, here's an email, send some stuff. You know,
right.
Whatever you got. And I was just like, I mean, his Regulate album was like one of the albums that got me into hip hop. Like,
right.
I still have the cassette of it too, man. Like, that was a very important album to me when I was a kid. And I just sent like 3 songs over to him. And I was just like, well, you know, I wasn't expecting to hear anything back. And I'm just, you know, later on that night, my email pops up and it was a reply, and it was like, hey man, I like your style. This is Warren. Here's my number. Call me. And I was like, what the fuck? What the heck? Sorry.
Right out the gate.
It's like you had to get one off. We all get one off.
Yeah. And then got on the phone with him, man. And, you know, that was that, man. And, you know, just, we always stayed cool, man. Just over the years.
Then when you do that record, he reached out to you?
No. How that came together, because me and him recorded a couple joints down in Cali. And, you know, it was just kind of like, you know, it wasn't like he thought it was whack or anything. He called me the next day on his way to Coachella, and he was like, man, that joint we did last night is hard. I was like, cool, man. But, you know, it's just like a lot of stuff. Some things come out, some don't. Some, you know, it's I was just blessed to even be in the studio with that guy and, you know, recording with him. And I was like, this is super dope. But then a few years later, when, you know, Wands got known for Thrift Shop and all that.
Okay, because that was after Thrift Shop. I was trying to do the date tracking when I was doing my research. I could tell it was relatively the same time.
Yeah. And then him and Wands linked up and you know, got cool. And then Juan's hit me up and was like, man, I got this song, man. I think, you know, I just did the hook on it, man. I think it might be kind of cool, man. And I was like, it was, you know, the hook, you know,
right,
dedication to Nate Dogg. And I was like, oh man, I rolled out of bed. I was super hungover, and I wrote my verse in like literally, like I wrote that verse hella fast, like in like 15 minutes. I was just feeling like crap, but I was like inspired, like, all right, cool, man, I like this. And then I was like, Juan, man, maybe we could see about getting Warren on it. He's like, anything. He just sent it over to him, and he was down. It was pretty simple, man. It wasn't like any crazy process.
Right.
You know? And it's still kind of weird because I'm just like, man, I'm really on like a song, like, you know, paying tribute to Nate Dogg with Warren. It's weird.
Right. That's like some legendary.
You know, that's I mean,
metaverse.
Yeah, right.
I would do that as a side like story.
Yeah, that's a dream come true.
Like I feel like a lot of stuff that's happening. I really feel like Forrest Gump sometimes.
Yeah,
just the way.
Like your story just seems
things just fall into place in like this weird.
That's what we need. We need a Grinch documentary.
I feel like I'm just like bumbling around and
just
things happen, man.
I'm felt like running.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be you someday on the bench? You know, like one day I did this and all that.
I mean, maybe that might be me, man.
It seems like you're evolving and growing and finding new purpose as, like, you know, over the years. Because I mean, it's been a couple decades. You've been moving around, doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you still have the same people around you that you did when you first started, or do you?
A lot of them. I'm still.
You still got the same DJ, right? That you've had from.
Yeah. Infrared. Shout out to Infrared.
Yeah,
he's been my DJ since 2005.
Yeah. I saw every clip. I was like,
and I'm like proud of that fact, because it's like, you know, rappers just don't even have DJs a lot of times. You know, it's like it's an important part of the thing, man.
And when you build from the ground floor with them, it just, you know, changes.
That's like my brother. Like you're like, you know, everybody always wants to be like, oh man, my brother, and it's like, that's my guy, man. Infrared's my brother, man. I love that dude.
No, I noticed. I noticed that. As you've evolved, have you found new meaning and stuff like that? Like I was watching one of the old interviews, and you were talking about how your homie Josh kind of just threw the name Grinch at you, and it kind of just stuck. Have you found definition in it, or has the naming affected like the bar selection? Have you wanted to kind of, you know, given a villainous perspective, or you know what I mean?
Nah, man, that name is still as random as it gets, man.
Right.
My boy just threw it out to me one day, like with all these random lists of like.
That's how it works, though.
Random potential rap.
That's
names.
how my first rap.
That's how you should get your name.
Was like that too.
And I was
like, you don't even sound like a
with this for a while. I was fully intending on like changing it within a year and like settling on something legit,
meaningful.
But
right.
Like, that's like 2003 or something. Here I am now. I'm just like, all right, man. Yep.
Yeah, no, you can't change it now.
Can't turn back, man.
Nah, Grinch means something to the city. They see the name on the on the banister.
So you just changed your name last year.
I'm different. I've been out here for many moons, but like by the time I got outside, he was already
that's
8 years in, 6 years in. You know what I'm saying? Like I came up watching.
I wasn't
Blue
even trying to
Scholars.
front. Like the thing is, I feel like
You know
at
what
any
I'm saying?
time as an artist, you could change. You should change. I mean, if you feel like changing your name, change your name.
Yeah.
You know what? The one that kills me is like.
I don't know. 20 years in, records with Warren G and stuff like that.
One of my favorite rappers was Mos Def, right? And like, why he changes? I don't even want to call him Yasin, right? Mos Def is just way flyer to me.
Right.
But I get it. Like, you an artist.
Is that what he wants us to do? Does he want to call him
Black
Yasin Bey? Is that what he's like expecting?
That's his name.
It's grown on me, but I'm with you. I like Mos Def more.
Like that's why he fly. That's the illest rap name.
I just never called him by his actual name. But like,
you know, as an artist, when you want to,
if he was like, yo,
I think
bro,
Ye changed his name.
I really don't
Kanye
go by
changed his
Mos
name.
Def no more. I'd be like, no, I feel that.
Kanye changed his name to Ye after like 8 classic albums. So I mean,
it's still
Kanye. I feel you, but as an artist, you always entitled to that.
And at that point, like nobody's calling him like.
And it would be like on some stuff like,
but like, you know what I'm saying? There's still people who are just gonna say Kanye.
Herman Harp says Diddy done changed his name many times.
Facts.
He did it early on though.
But I feel you. We are talking like the top.
Look how that played out. I don't even think Diddy is the actual name. Is it Diddy? Is it P Diddy? Is it Diddy?
It's Love now, right?
Diddy. Is it Diddy?
It's Love right now.
And also, Facebook user says spit some bars. Okay.
Hey, you do what you do at your job right now. Right now.
But anyway, guys, I love the energy in this at the beginning of this show, man. Usually, we go, how you doing? Then we get into it later. But man, we need to squeeze a record in real quick. We mentioned a brother. This song right here, actually, this singer, this very young singer, is this is sister of Michael King of the Yankees, and she actually wrote and performed his walkout song. So this is her new song. It's called "I Knew," and she shot it for, I think, her cousin's wedding or something like that.
He plays for the Yankees now.
Yeah, he's playing for the Yankees. Michael King. So this is Olivia King that we're about to hear. New single "I Knew," right out of New York.
Some powerful genes.
So check it out. Some great R&B. We got Grynch here, man. The start of this show has been crazy. You know it's going to keep going until 11. So don't go anywhere. Here's Olivia King. "I Knew."
When I felt like giving up on love, always thought I'd never really ever be enough for someone. But when I set my sights on you, I saw my future running through. I give it all to be with you. My life began the day we met. You're the one for me, you're the one for me. Hold on, baby, please. Some say you're blinded by love, but I think I saw the light, yeah, yeah. Now my future's looking bright, yeah, yeah. Hold on tight, we'll never let this go. And I laid eyes on you. I knew. You saved me, you changed me for the better. You're the one that I prayed for in my lonely nights. I cry a little less, laugh a little more with you. We'll see this thing to the end, we're never going nowhere. We'll have this moment for life, but never ever again. My life began the day we met. You're the one for me, you're the one for me. Hold on, baby, please. Some say you're blinded by love, but I think I saw the light, yeah, yeah. Now my future's looking bright, yeah, yeah. Hold on tight, we'll never let this go. And I laid eyes on you. The best decision I ever made was you. I choose you over and over, over and over and again. Some say you're blinded by love, but I think I saw the light, yeah, yeah. Now my future's looking bright, my future's looking bright. I'm tight, we'll never let this go. When I laid eyes on you, when I laid eyes on you, I knew. When I tell you that I know, laid eyes on you,
Olivia King, "I Knew" on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. Myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
ID yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And
OG Mambo.
And tonight's guest in the building, Ballard's own Grynch.
Shout out to Ballard, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know what we doing. Shout out to all my yachts, brethren. You know what I'm saying? Ballard in here.
Yeah, the seafood fest and all that.
Man,
I was just down there a couple days ago, man.
The seafood fest.
Yeah, I saw you going down the slide.
People be trying to sleep on the north, man.
But right now, though, we're gonna pay some love here in our scene with some love for birthdays, man. And this week, a lot of artists, recent artists on the show. He's been on at least 3 times. Manuel Brown, last Monday was his birthday, man.
Happy B-Day.
Happy birthday.
Kane Dynell celebrating his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been on the show a couple of times. Cuddy Fresh tomorrow. That's his birthday.
Hey.
Happy B-Day.
Legendary producer out of the South End. Kiki Love, the partner of our own IDYourself tomorrow. That's her birthday.
Yeah, that was an awkward shout out to her, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
I was hoping ID jumped out for a second. We're trying to get him back. But Slick Watts, his birthday on Friday. Legendary. Sonic.
Slick.
Yes. On Friday, former
What
guest
up, Paige?
Paige Turner.
Happy B-Day, bro.
On Friday, Rocky Sandoval. He's here with our guest from Grynch right there.
Kuya Rocky.
My guy Rocky.
On Friday.
Happy B-Day.
DJ Samaj celebrating his
Oh,
birthday on
B-Day,
Saturday.
Oh, my guy.
Yes.
Great guy.
Man.
Yeah, solid people.
Man, what about you guys?
One Attack Times realist.
Anybody in your lives having a birthday within the couple of weeks?
What's the date today?
20th.
My cousin turned 18. Happy B-Day, Isaiah, man. The big 1-8. So, enjoy your time.
Man, it's a happy belated, but my little brother had his birthday a couple weeks ago, man.
Okay.
The big 1-5. You
Big
know what
1-5?
I'm saying? Climbing up the ladder.
15 is big, man.
What?
15 is big. 15 was probably bigger than 18 to me.
Sophomore year is getting real.
Because I was been getting swishers.
To me, this messing me up because I'm looking like, dang, y'all 15, huh?
Right.
Can I ask you a question? Like, did like from like kindergarten to like senior year feel like an eternity? But then like the times since like
No, you know what it really
hey, like a week.
Now this is how I broke it down to myself. I was like, man, when I was growing up, things from like the 60s and 70s seemed like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Stuff I would never care about.
Yeah.
And then 2020 is like that could have been your uncle's or that could have been your friend's uncle.
Right.
That like changed the world. Like these are real people, and they have ancestry that leads down to us like very closely. Yeah. So then when you start putting together like wars and stuff, you realize like that stuff wasn't really that long ago.
Apparently, someone wants to put out they put puberty out at 15.
Okay, that's a big deal too.
Yeah,
that changes some things.
But Grynch, I think you made a good point because like
when that ball drops
from kindergarten to like senior year, it feels like there's just like there's multiple movies of your life. Like you got your movie of elementary, the middle school movie, and then like the high school movie. And then afterwards it's just like this long film of
there's a million high school movies
of how you become an adult, whatever that means. You know what I mean?
You really got to be somebody to make
it. You know what I mean?
They make high school movies about anything. You really got to create something to have.
Because in high school you don't really have to be,
or for like as an adult to have somebody create a movie about you. You really had to accomplish something. You know what I mean?
In high school, you can fit a character type, and then you know what I mean, whatever that means. You know, whether it's like I play this sport, so I do these things, or you know what I mean, I party this often, so I hang out over here. You know, once you fit into that little category, you kind of, you know what I mean?
Man, it's already 9:30, gentlemen. We got to take a break. So we'll pay some bills live for another hour and a half. Pay some bills, get some chills, man.
More stuff you have to do after you graduate.
Go ahead and share the video, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We'll be here live with Grynch, live until 11. Don't worry, this is Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice.
Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, this is the kid Legacy Jones. You are now listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with your host, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and IDYourself. You heard?
Something amazing happens when you buckle a seatbelt. It's kind of magic when we put our phones out of reach, like in the glove compartment, or give extra room for someone on their bike. That little act of someone cross the street, it's a thing of beauty. Even getting a ride home after drinking is quite heroic, because doing all the little things plays a huge role in keeping us safe on the road. Together, we get there. A message from the Washington Traffic Safety Commission.
1, 2, get down. What's up, big and little homies? This is Mas Vida Maraire, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Metro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
I'm Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And back in my day, when we wanted to hear the radio, we had to stick a couple of coat hangers on Grandpa's head so his cavity fillings could pick up an AM station. But it's the 21st century now, so whenever I want to hear Rainier Avenue Radio.world, I listen to it on the brand new Rainier Avenue Radio app on my Android or iPhone. Download it for free at the Google Play Store or the iPhone App Store. The Rainier Avenue Radio.world app.
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as Norbcam.
Kung gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at the local Filipino community, Phil Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news.
Kaya always tune in, Phil Radio, every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families of the Seattle King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth through services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-aged children. Committed to serving the African American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
Hey, what's up, man? It's ATX Cypher. You better check out my new single, Whole Sack. You listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, hosted by D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Yes, sir.
Ride around the city, floating on the whole sack. The crowd goes solid when I pull back. Oh snap, Cypher around, got a soul track. Kojak, I'm taking these rappers cause they flow at. Got ride around the city, floating on the whole sack. The crowd goes solid when I pull back. Oh snap, Cypher around, got a soul track. Kojak, I'm taking these rappers cause they flow at. Got catch you on the flip side, you never over this guy. Leaving rappers looking like they dating Lisa left eye. I'm just better than the next guy or anybody previous. The way I crash, I'm like Prometheus. They hop on trap beats cause that's the easiest. Shout outs to Mac, I'm not the cheesiest. Spit a couple bars, they can't believe this. Opportunities weighing in, I keep them teetering. Boy too sick, need a tub of scene a minute. Y'all had your chance, but y'all passed my offer. Look, it ain't my fault, like I'm self-shocker. When you don't invest, sometimes it costs you. I can't take your calls, I'm in hotels with lobsters. I'm riding around the city, floating on the whole sack. The crowd goes solid when I pull back. Oh snap, Cypher around, got a soul track. Kojak, I'm taking these rappers cause they flow at. Got ride around the city, floating on the whole sack. The crowd goes solid when I pull back. Oh snap, Cypher around, got a soul track. Kojak, I'm taking these rappers cause they flow at. Got
NEZ the villain, I burn a whole pack on Mopac. Flying with Apaches, couldn't find me with a low jack. Blackberry throwaway, get it text with a load at. Satellite GPS is the roadmap. Houston 100 blackout, roll around on the floor mat. Emerald Triangle, I just left where it's grown at. Shit, life is being different lately. I ain't rapping for these suckers lest they come and pay me. I came a long way from driving that old Mercedes. I still wish Pops would step around in the Stacy. If I have another daughter, her first name gon' be Casey. I never turn myself in, they gon' have to chase me. Yeah. Life could probably be better, but this my 6th vacation this year, everyone perfect weather. I keep my woman on my side, cause we better together. If you ever want a verse, you better send me the cheddar.
Ride around the city, floating on the whole sack. The crowd goes solid when I pull back. Oh snap, Cypher around, got a soul track. Kojak, I'm taking these rappers cause they flow at. Got ride around the city, floating on the whole sack. The crowd goes solid when I pull back. Oh snap, Cypher around, got a soul track. Kojak, I'm taking these rappers cause they flow at. God.
That is ATX Cypher out of Austin, a young rapper right there, man.
Yeah, shout to Texas.
It's called. He had a track called "Whole Sack" featuring Nez the Villain. He has his album out. Ish to Vibe to. I can't say what it's actually called, but Ish to Vibe to. That's dropping on August 5th. And also, man, being as young as this cat is, he actually puts out a festival in Austin called Bars, Jars, and Cigars Music Festival.
Okay.
That cat's on his way.
Man, I mean, that joint was hard. That beat, man, it just sounds like accomplishments. You know what I mean? Like, you would label that Rick Ross type beat. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
Dave, that's a clip.
Herman says Nez did that right there.
Yeah, for sure. I think
Facebook user says that's hip hop. I like that joint and that beat, though. Yes. And apparently Herman says, why are you unsure? I'm not sure. Why are you unsure?
Give me the Lupe Fiasco vibes.
But man, we heard right live on Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, 9:37 p.m. You can hear that joint from ATX Cypher in our Spotify playlist, yo. Just go to Spotify and search Fresh Juice Mix 2022. Fresh Juice Mix 2022. It also has all the other music on the show, including the 2 joints tonight that we'll be playing from Grynch. You can find those on that playlist as well. Spotify, Fresh Juice Mix 2022. All right, so speaking of music and all that kind of stuff, our own guy Grynch, man, he came in and he popped me up with this cassette tape from his album Anthology that he dropped about a month ago.
It was back in April.
It was about in April? Okay. Yeah,
Right.
ever since the pandemic, I can't keep
release.
track of stuff, man. I can't keep track.
And it's all old material.
What invoked the cassette tape drop?
So, I can't hear him.
Oh.
Can you turn them up, D-Money?
Yeah, I can try.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, so over the pandemic, man, I started digging around in old storage and old like hard drives and stuff, and figured I had enough of, almost like enough material to make like a lost tapes type project. So that's pretty much all that is, man. Stuff that just didn't make projects over the years and dating back to like high school and stuff like that. It's like all the materials from like 2004 till about 2014. So
that's fine.
That
I was gonna say that's a double-edged sword because it's like that.
Yeah,
it's dope that you have enough material to put out a whole project that was just already done.
Yeah, there was some stuff that I was like looking. I was like, I'm not putting that.
Well, no, I was gonna say there's definitely reasons why they weren't put out.
Exactly.
There might have been reasons why they didn't come out.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
it's
a love-hate thing, though.
Yeah. I was kind of happy to see enough material to just be like, yeah, man, like. Yeah,
have you ever thought about
and not everyone can do that, you have to be in the game for maybe 10-15 years at minimum to have a bunch of stuff on your computer that's worth putting together basically just a project of stuff that's been sitting on your computer.
Yeah, I got it just pressed up on cassette because I always just wanted to get something on tape. So I was like, this is perfect. It's like a lost tapes type project. I might as
that's
well
hard though.
What about this cover though? Why did you cross out Grynch and put Grynch there 07 PTS Mac Divine?
So my guy Isaac Meek at Undercast Studios.
Throwback.
He accidentally misspelled my name.
How did he spell it? How did he spell it? With an I?
GYRNCH.
With that.
Yeah. So that's all that was, man. I can still, I remember him doing that. Yeah. Gyrnch.
So did you reproduce that, or did you already have a copy of that from the mistake?
Oh, I have that. I have the hard drive. That's one of the hard drives that I reacquired. Going through. Yeah.
JJ Grand says charge to that right there. Man, yeah, so Anthology, it's out, so you can go get it everywhere that you need to go get it. What's your favorite track from here, man?
Man, can I see that real quick?
He says I need to see my own project real quick.
Yeah,
real quick, shout out to my guy Joey in the comments, man.
Yeah. By the way, Facebook users, you can tune in live on our Facebook program on our Facebook page for Fresh Juice. Just search, that's Spotify, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. And if you're commenting from the group, make sure you sign your name on there. Unfortunately, it'll put you on our comments as Facebook user. So we just want to recognize who you are. So feel free to sign your name on there so we know.
Hey, yo, Joey, I left my phone at the crib, man. So if you in the group chat, Yeah, I'm not in it.
Yeah.
In our group chat. not
So,
this
so
group chat.
Grinch, now that you have looked at your own cassette tape,
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Kick It song because that was like a really fun posse cut that
is anybody on there?
A bunch of us did. Yeah, it's me.
I was gonna say, KJ, man, your comments are showing up. He asking in the comments.
yeah, he's probably from the Rainier Avenue Radio page. But if you're from
Chris,
the Fresh Juice, yeah,
Chris, your comments showing up for sure.
yeah. So, so the Kick It, okay, yeah.
It's like it was me, the Physics, Saul, Gio from Blue Scholars, Pender, and Mario Sweet. And we just sat on a hard drive for like a decade.
Oh, and I think you released that one as a single, didn't you? For prior to the project. Yeah. Okay. So on that note, let's go to the future. Just about about a month ago, and I think this was a month ago, when SMH came out, man. And I remember seeing the pictures, and this is the Instagram post right here. It's just you're in the ring, just like almost living a dream.
Just knock somebody out.
I mean,
the champ is here.
Throw a beer can. Throw him a beer can. Let's go.
Like I said, the poor man Steve Austin.
315.
So you actually performed
307, not right there.
you actually performed the SMH joint in the ring.
Yeah, me and Gio from Blue Scholars, we did a couple songs there. Like
are they still dropping?
No, but Gio's working on like a solo album.
That's fine.
But the whole thing with Defy, because Defy is like a pro wrestling company.
Yeah.
Based in Seattle, and like the owner is a fan, and I just shot him, the song. The song basically was inspired by this wrestler from back in the day, D'Lo Brown.
Yeah, okay.
And so I just shot it to him, and he's like, "Hey man, this is fire, man. What if you guys just came and performed it?" And then we had D'Lo come out, and I was like, say less. And they had D'Lo all scheduled for coming to do a meet and greet and all that stuff. And he loved the song and everything. And I was really excited to meet him, man. And then he popped up on one of the TNA pay-per-views like less than a week prior, and like actually got physical in the ring, and he did like the sky high move and kind of hurt himself a bit, and like the doctor advised him not to travel, so we had to cancel him being but perform, but they're working on rescheduling it.
For sure. It's gonna happen.
We'll get it done with him.
Still having the moment of getting his response and reaction too. That's got to be hype too.
He's a legend as well, man. He brought hoes to US or US. What was it? UPN.
Great worker.
He brought the hoes out.
That was the Godfather.
Oh, that was a different.
But they were tag partners at one point.
Okay.
So he was guilty by association.
KJ says that's very dope, Grinch. I agree. Not everyone can say that I performed a rap song in the middle of a wrestling ring, an actual wrestling ring.
Kind of bouncy, man. I was like, man, this is cool.
I
tried to bounce off the ropes. I was like, yeah, this is a lot harder than it looks.
Then it looks when you do the little skip up to it.
KJ wants to know if you did the walk. Do the walk.
D'Lo Brown one.
Oh, where you're shaking his head.
Shake your head like D'Lo Brown.
I'll leave that all to him, man. Yeah. I don't want to disrespect the legend, man.
Right,
man. So how is it you've managed to like thrive and survive and capitalize on all these new opportunities and position yourself like this when like so many people, whether it's groups breaking up or opportunities ending, you know what I'm saying, have not been able to? Has there been intent in it, or have you just kind of always been focused on not trying to be so much that you kind of have ended up in there,
It's both. You do kind of want to like have a plan or an idea, but you don't want to do anything like some super try hard stuff either.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, just enjoy what you do. Make sure you enjoy doing it, and things will pop up, man.
That's what I was going to say.
It's like when people talk about they want to fall in love so bad, it's like you really got to like stop trying before you can.
Yeah, I feel that.
I was because they'll force themselves into just being in a relationship just for the sake of being in one, and they're just miserable the whole time.
I did want to say, man, when I was saying happy birthday to my cousin, just turned 18, man, because he's college bound. So
for sure.
I wanted to say, man, just man, enjoy your time and do what you love, man.
All right. And on that note, man, let's get to the record. SMH featuring the one and only Prometheus Brown, otherwise known as Geologic, man, with some production from JEB. All right, y'all.
Yes, sir.
And Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. We have altered the video a little bit. Hope you like it.
Man, I'm up in the clouds. You would swear that I'm pumping so loud. No doubt I ain't fucking around. All my real ones, they know what I'm about. Man, I'm up in the clouds. You would swear that I'm pumping so loud. No doubt I ain't fucking around. All my real ones, they know what I'm about. Yo, you see those clowns? Hell nah, I don't need those round. Ain't about to see me go down. Shaking my head like I'm D-Lo Brown. Like I'm D-Lo Brown. Like I'm D-Lo Brown. Ain't about to see me go down. Shaking my head like I'm D-Lo Brown. My rejuvenation and my apologies if you've been waiting. Your dude is latent, that's better than ever. Thought I tapped out, you mistaken. I could never ever go and say Matei. All this town shit, this help pave the way. Suckers, they be wishing I'd fade and decay. Back on my shit, there's nothing they can say. Even if they do, man, for real, it's no beef. I ain't hella shook, I ain't losing no sleep. Ain't my fault, there's still the y'all weak. And I'm still the KOB, a killer on beats. If you really know me, my catalog be the opposite of true squalor. Sacrificing truth just for a few dollars. Got me singing oops just like the blue scholars. Y'all don't do nada, real herbs. Many y'all jobbers, Gilberts. It's way too many blue pills served. Yeah, the truth hurts, here's the real nerves. Breathing rarefied air. They can pop this shit, man, the hell if I care. That's the reason why they there and not here. Homie, don't compare, it's really not fair. Nah. Man, I'm up in the clouds. You would swear that I'm pumping so loud. No doubt I ain't fucking around. All my real ones, they know what I'm about. Man, I'm up in the clouds. You would swear that I'm pumping so loud. No doubt I ain't fucking around. All my real ones, they know what I'm about. Yo, you see those clowns? Hell nah, I don't need those round. Ain't about to see me go down. Shaking my head like I'm D-Lo Brown. Like I'm D-Lo Brown. Like I'm D-Lo Brown. Ain't about to see me go down. Shaking my head like I'm D-Lo Brown.
Hey, put your ego down when you see Pro Brown. Where did he go? Still in the town, I ain't seen him around. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he cooked? Does he still got fire for the people? Will he ride out when we need to? Did he get canceled or me too? Maybe got tired of the bull you see through? Yeah. Still got love for the city disappearing like the Amazon jungle. Now we fighting over Amazon crumbs when the cameras all gone. Will they still be here when the Amazon crumble? You really on humble? Or was it all fake? Is he heel or a face? Is he real or a fake? What you do this for? Keep your mask on like a luchador. Screw face on when a screw job come. No vaccine to get rid of being sick of these smart marks. That's a hard part. Not what it seemed when you watch a screen. What you thought you seen. You be botching things, bucket copping things. And yeah, you know.
Man, I'm up in the clouds. You would swear that I'm pumping so loud. No doubt I ain't fucking around. All my real ones, they know what I'm about. Man, I'm up in the clouds. You would swear that I'm pumping so loud. No doubt I ain't fucking around. All my real ones, they know what I'm about. Yo, you see those clowns? Hell nah, I don't need those round. Ain't about to see me go down. Shaking my head like I'm D-Lo Brown. Like I'm D-Lo Brown. Like I'm D-Lo Brown. Ain't about to see me go down. Shaking my head like I'm D-Lo Brown.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, Grynch, SMH.
That joint's fire.
Prometheus Brown.
Yo. My
Hey,
man Chris
shaking my
said,
head like I'm D-Lo Brown.
my man Chris in the comments said that track is so raw, bro. Best believe I'm adding that to the playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. For real, man.
And remember, that's on our Spotify playlist. You can go search that now and go download that, man. Fresh Juice Mix 2022. Fresh Juice Mix 2022 on Spotify.
And I wanted to comment you on the video editing, man. You killed that.
I wasn't expecting
that was hard.
Like, oh.
It takes some time, man. But the thing is, if Vince McMahon sues us, you got to eat that on your own, man.
I know.
D, I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, dog.
I think he's got plenty of other losses.
My name's Patron, and you on your own.
Oh,
Hey, you guys,
you gonna be Cody's with us, man? We gonna hold it down with him, man. I'm gonna let him know you did it by yourself, but I'm gonna be there.
real quick, y'all. There's news. I guess there's body cam footage of a 4-year-old who shot at a police officer at McDonald's that was released in Midvale, Utah. I just want to give a shout out to their family and their loved ones. I hope everybody's okay.
Oh man, definitely. Yeah.
It's every day, man. Shout out to everybody that's losing somebody.
Man,
You know, you can fill walls up with this stuff.
Shout out to everybody that's losing themselves, man.
Grynch, you remember a song called "Hip Hop Is All I Need"?
Hip hop is all I need.
Yeah,
it's about Slim Thug.
Is it my song?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Rubio.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's on that tape.
For real?
Yeah.
It's on the.
Let me blow your mind right here. So the original mixtape track was over it was over like a Nas song loop. On the Streets Disciples album. And then when I was putting together like this Lost Tapes thing, I found this beat that sounded like it might have sounded kind of similar vibe going on. And I asked the engineer Randy at the Undercast. I asked him, I was like, hey, bro, what if we took the acapella and see if it fit on there? And it worked perfectly. And it was weird. It was one of those things. So we took
So the version that's on the tape is that version that you're talking about right now.
Shout out to Randy, man.
Yeah, my guy Rubio, man. We did that back in 2007. That's my guy, man.
Man, so actually,
Ladro.
So I gotta that song actually inspired, or was I don't know if inspired is the right word, but actually inspired is the right word, but was a driving force in what helped Juju Twist kind of get on the scene. I don't know if you know that.
Wow.
Really? Yeah. So
really? Okay. I think Rubio had mentioned to me before that Juju really liked that song or something.
Yeah. So like when I was
man.
doing my research, do my due diligence, you know what I mean, jumping in my Noriega bag. And
Yo, he really did his homework
city,
this
you know
week.
What I'm saying?
He really did his homework.
I really
did though.
No, that's the point, man. We got to make sure we talk about what we talk about.
He did his
but
thing.
yeah, Juju, he dropped that story. He said, man, like, so I guess he was, from his perspective, he was 17, 18 years old at the time, you know, fresh out here from Cali, you know what I mean, getting his feet planted in the scene musically. I think he might have been hooping still at the time. And yeah, he said he came over and you and Rubio had that record. I don't know if he saw you guys cook it or if it's something that was playing after it was freshly cooked.
Yeah,
and he said that, he said that just really that stuck with him. And you know, especially, you know, hip hop is all I need, the messaging and the record.
What was the
all
Streets
of that
Disciple
went in.
joint?
Man, it was just like this little loop at the end of, I think the song's called War.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
my
just like-
joint.
it was just like this little loop. That
Smile on my face.
Exactly, that one.
Secretly, I know they want my place.
Hold on, man. Now
They
you're gonna
want
get your
me
own
to-
case, Patron.
That's
Relax,
my joint,
Hey, he stops right when I put the highlight on him. I mean, what's up with that?
That's the one though.
This other random beat comes in after that song already.
Because I feel like I was
play it when we're.
I was gonna say not to say much, but I felt like Streets Disciple was slept on tough.
It was good. It was cool.
And then I was like, that's just double dish. You gotta respect the artists that put the double. It's only legends do it. You
I
know what I mean?
respect it. Yeah, I think, but it's like a lot of those double discs go, man. Like if he would have shaved that down to just one disc, though, it would have been undeniable.
Right.
Just two different elements, man. I mean, he had like intros in them joints.
Yeah. I didn't hate it though. A lot of people just hated on it when it came out. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. But the thing is, I'm just a Nas fan. Like,
yeah.
I rock with it, man. And it's like he's in his next streak. Less about him though, man.
No, he's going harder now than he has.
For sure.
Right.
Hit another streak, man. It really makes you want to keep rapping at, you know what I'm saying, whatever age you're at.
You taking a nug? I mean, the longevity. I mean, no. That I understand what you're saying when you say that, but as
But
far
they
as
make it cool to like
as far
grown
as
man
longevity
rap.
goes, bro. Longevity goes. I mean, you still out here. You still getting booked in venues. They still calling your phone to do shows and be outside. We just did a record. You know what I mean? With Greg Syfe. You know what I mean?
Oh, y'all did a record?
Yeah.
Is it going to be on the album?
Actually, you know, it's actually a funny segue off of what we were just talking about, because so Juju Twist, who's that hip hop is all I need record, kind of got him rocking. As I was kind of getting on the scene myself, Juju is one of those people, one of a few people in a small handful who kind of, you know, tipped his hat and kind of opened some doors and just seen potential where other people, you know, maybe was ignoring that shine, and put me on some show bills and was always showing love regardless of whatever entities were going around. So in that, we've always been cool, because I'm one of those people, if you show me love, I'm gonna just rock with you for life type thing. So he hit me up on like the humbug, just, hey man, let's catch up, put one in the air. I'm like, all right, that's cool. As we're doing that, Greg Syfe hits him up and he's like, pull up, we're doing this record. Grynch is here. Rick Roll is here. Like, there was a few people that was over there. There was a cool little crowd. So me and Juju pull up and they were just cooking this record. We ended up just flowing with the vibe.
I came over there to do the verse for the song with Juju and Greg. And then we ended up doing that other one.
Right.
Oh, but it was cool though.
No, the record's fire too. No, the record's fire too.
I hope it comes out.
No, it's gotta get. That's one of those. This guy, from what I hear from the conversation when I was getting that story from Juju, it's supposed to be coming out soon. So,
like I said, man, you already did your thing on there.
Hey, I appreciate you,
man.
I appreciate you.
Speaking of records coming out, I know during the birthday segment we showed Rocky Sandoval. He recently took a picture with you in the studio. Is there a Rocky Sandoval and Grynch song on the horizon? Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Tea is spit.
I don't think it's just us either. Just the two of us.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of artists on this track.
No, I mean it's obvious, man. Why else? He said in the post that we did the record.
Right.
I need to read the post. No. Oh man. All right, y'all. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, man. We're gonna be back in a couple more minutes. It's already 10 p.m. So
flying through this one.
Another hour coming at you. In studio guest Grynch. I've already pretty much finished my juice tonight.
Me too, man.
VA Splash, man. Good choice.
Getting started.
Good choice. All right, let's take our break real quick. We'll be back, pay some bills, and be back on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice with Grynch.
Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, this is the kid Legacy Jones. You are now listening to Fresh.
Yo, what's up? It's your man B-Boy Fidget, and you tuned in to Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, with my man D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself. Let's get it.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
And welcome to our live studio audience for another exciting edition of Did You Know? And here we go with round one. Did you know?
The COVID vaccine is free and easy to get. You don't need insurance or an appointment to get your vaccine. Vaccines are available at many locations near you.
And now we're going to double the value. Did you know?
The COVID-19 vaccine is always free of cost. You can visit pharmacies, community health centers, and other health providers in your neighborhood.
And now for the lightning round. Did you know?
The Delta variant of COVID is a mutation that has health experts worried because it's twice as contagious.
Then for our finale. Did you know?
The best way to protect yourself from the COVID Delta variant is to get fully vaccinated. Get your vaccine today.
Find out more at kingcounty.gov/vaccine. Did you know?
What's going on? It's your boy James.
It's Jazz.
And we are Abstraction.
Oh, listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Featuring D Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo. Tap it.
Talking mushrooms.
Easy to flow. Steady, soft and strong it goes. Deeply, you already know. You read me completely. Oh, the weight between us is like flying side by
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. You're tuned in live. That's A. Billy Free and the Lasso, also of Mellow Music Group. Between Us is Lights, production from the Lasso, off of Holy Body Roll, the album. You're tuned in live.
Body Roll.
Yes, with my
boom, boom.
Yeah, tied in live with myself, D Money.
Did you see that?
Boom, boom.
Oh my God.
ID yourself.
Oh my God.
OG Mambo.
I couldn't help it. I had to
Also here with our guest of the evening, doing another hour with our guy, Grynch.
Yo, Grynch, let me ask you something, man.
Yeah. Let me put these on so I can hear you.
How about a holy body roll, yo?
All right, man. I can go ahead.
So, like, basically, from what I was getting earlier and gathering about your name, basically, it's like your boy tossed the name at you, you know what I mean? And it kind of just stuck. That's cool. My question is, like, what was your, like, because my name before IDYourself was ill-defined. And ill-defined was like a manifested mental superhero. When I was ill-defined, bro, like, I would pace in front of the stage for, like, 30 minutes before it was even my turn and all this extraness. So who were you creating before Grynch came about? Like, was there this name that you were trying to, like, fixate on? Was there, like an influence that you had that was kind of prominent that kind of faded once Grynch got thrown at you, maybe? Is there more to that story at all?
Nah, I wish there was. I wish
Question longer than the answer.
Yeah, I elaborate everything. Like,
I feel it.
A pretty boring origin story, man.
I like how real you are about that too. And I mean, the interview I got it from was like 9 years ago or something like that too.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing, just kind of like, nah. Because a lot of people would create a story around it or create a persona, but I mean, I think that's what your fans appreciate about you, though.
The name in a lot of ways doesn't really like fit all that much either.
Yeah, because you're like a nice
green.
guy, like pretty genuine.
You're not furry and green.
I you know what though? What song? Hold on, let me see so I can look at my
Yes,
notes.
I've never seen Grynch angry before.
What song was it that you performed at the the live set you did at Band in Seattle? Do you remember that? It was like a few years ago. Man, whatever record you did, you were talking your ish in that one though, and in a very subtle way though, in almost a Grinch-like fashion, like the way you were delivering the bars. I think I don't want to say it verbatim, but the message
you're basically saying like in riddles, basically.
Yeah, it was in a riddle format of kind of like how you've outlasted things, and there's people now who are lost in a world of narcotics almost, and you've like out survived and outlasted, like just different things. Like the way you were lacing it was real slick.
I think it might have been Carry On.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think that was 2014. So
yeah, that makes sense.
There's a lot of Seattle heads that actually faded away through drugs, and I'm sorry to say this, unfortunately, but it's a prideful thing to see that Seattle still holds strong with really, really potent artists like Grynch, and they've just stayed true to the game, you know what I'm saying? Because as they say, trust the path, you know what I'm saying? Or stay the path or whatever, trust the process. And a lot of people, they want to create their own process and kind of create their own concoction of how they're gonna master this craft in this industry. And there's only one way to the top, bro. There's only one way to the top.
I was gonna ask, did you ever do like a Christmas song?
Good question.
Yeah, with Warren.
With
Vitamin.
Gotta steal Christmas one time.
And man, I tell you what, I'm for the most part.
Actually, he can't do it because I'm gonna do it. I gotta.
That's a good question.
That's gonna be the Mambo.
OG Mambo and Grynch steal
that's
Christmas.
We're gonna take Christmas. Give us a couple months. We're not in any rush.
Yo, Grynch, when was the last time you stole something?
Playing up the whole Grynch gimmick.
Yeah.
In the
when was the last time you stole something?
Right. Gotta throw it off the glass for him to really know he can dunk it.
I can't hear ID. What's up?
No, I can't hear you either. You good?
All right, so we about to actually right here on Rainier Avenue Radio Fresh Juice, we're gonna set up this new record, Blessings, that dropped yesterday. And I know listening to the track, you also reference that you've gone sober for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to that, brother.
Yeah.
I'm 110. I'm 110 days in. That's what it is.
That's awesome, man. For sure.
For sure.
Man.
Salute to both of y'all.
Absolutely.
I had to tone it down, man. You know, I kind of put myself in timeout, and
Right.
it lasted. It's ended up lasting a lot longer than I was.
Bro, my memory started coming back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about I'm a little over 2.5 years now, man.
Yeah,
It's
crazy.
It's been a.
I was thinking to myself, I was talking to my girl. I was like, yo, I think I might have one drink only with you every 100 days. And then 100 days hit, and I was like, man, this don't even feel good to even say it's 100 days. Like, I think I might need a year first. But I know once I get to a year, I'm probably gonna feel like you sound and be like, you know what, man, I'm good.
So from a recording standpoint,
I ain't drinking 4-5 years, bro. I feel good.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in quite the spot with the liquor, man. You know, I'm not shy about it.
That's the thing for me though. I think people.
That's what's up.
Part of the story.
I really wasn't. I wanted to get buffer, so it was pure vanity.
Were you?
But in that,
were you
I learned that
different when
like
you
there was a
drank?
lot of things about alcohol I didn't like.
Grinch, how would you be like when you drink, Grinch?
I mean, I was usually pretty like, you know, pretty jovial person when I get drunk. I wasn't like a super angry drunk, but
yeah,
I just got to a point where I was just drinking a lot, man.
Yeah.
Like I would be up and back at it at a bar at like 6 a.m. sometimes from the night before, just going on.
Like me.
Not for nothing. It kind of like went along with hip hop though.
That's true.
It kind of did.
Gin and Juice was like the song, the Snoop Dogg song.
Man, come on, Patron.
I was gonna say, man, like I'm 8 years sober and my last name is Patron, so it's
Right.
like I just had to just shit. It just got me on too early, and then it just seemed like the thing to do. And
Now
it
I
was
gotta
just
ask you,
always there.
Patron, I'm sorry, real quick, you kind of jumped yourself into this. Like, was it hard for you in the beginning? Like for me, like my first 30 days was the hardest. But like for you, your
for
last
me,
name
it was
being
like-
Patron, like
Well, one thing is like I battle rap and I was losing some, right? And it wasn't because I was too drunk. It was because I was drinking every night before the battle, and then I'm performing the battle sober, and it was just completely. So it was either like, what should I just drink before the battle? Nah, I'm gonna just stop drinking. And on top of that, it was like I was looking for a house. Like I was trying to buy a house at the time, in between like flying out of state for battles and stuff. And I was like, drinking was just only. It would just sleep me in for like another 3 hours on my day off. You know what I mean?
You lose a lot of time when you're hungover.
Just to recover, even if you're not hungover, because I'm not in front. I ain't had a hangover in forever, but it would just slow me down for the next day.
Right.
And I needed to be up doing things. Yeah. And I'm about 8 years. I think I'm gonna take 10 and then come back and just do some wines or something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always kind of talk about that too, like creeping back in with the wines, but then it's like also so just not enticing.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
I want to own the winery.
Yeah, then that's the thing. I'm not like 100% sober. I still be catching flights. OG Mambo, the host who smokes the most. Everybody know that, but
gotta do your thing.
But that bottle, it can change the game. You know what I'm saying?
You got to keep it Mambo.
I got to.
And in order to Mambo, you gotta be able to bob and weave. You can't bob and weave with no bottle.
Come on, man. See, exactly, man.
You gonna
Grinch,
bob and fall.
Before we get into like the blessings records, I wanted to ask, do you have like a vision or a way to define Seattle sound? Have you ever thought about that as a concept, like the sound of the city or what it sounds like? Because I feel like in a way, a lot of stuff that you've produced, especially being on so many pivotal records with so many like legends and staples here, you kind of fit into that genre, but like, you know, the bandwidth of it as it evolves, you know what I'm saying?
It sounds very Seattle. It sounds very Seattle.
I've never felt like there was like this definitive Seattle sound. I feel like it's almost just like a melting pot of a lot of styles, but at the end of the day, it's soulful. I don't know. I don't really.
That's a great word to use.
I don't want to sit and like try to get like too intricate with describing.
No, that makes sense.
Seattle.
That's true, because I would say Macklemore at the very least, Macklemore gives you the soul for sure.
Yeah, he's always been on the soul.
But
I mean, with the horns in there and all that.
That's the thing that I think happens though, is exclusively his sound gets defined as Seattle sound. But I think kind of more what you're talking about is like the versatility of Seattle is like Seattle sound. I think the best artists here can make a soulful record, can make an R&B record, can make a boom bap record, and can make like a cool groovy thing for a kickback or a barbecue or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
The amount of talent that's in this area is insane, and it's always been like that.
You stay tapped into like the newer age cats too. You know what I mean? The under 25
I'm
class.
not as in touch as I should probably maybe could be or should be, but I try to.
Right.
You know,
I mean, even when we did that record, there was little dramas going in the city with Marshall and other cats, and you were aware and tapped into like the what's what of what's going on for the most part too. You know?
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
I was just like, man,
Drama.
I don't want no drama.
I'm just trying to sit here and kick it. And have
Would you run your own label one day if you had the opportunity?
Ooh.
What?
Would you run a label?
Would you run your own record label if you had the opportunity, or would you want that position to be somebody else's responsibility?
Probably not, man. Nah.
Respect.
It's not 2003 no
I don't
more.
want a label, man.
Well, I think it'd also be. I mean, if for you to do something like that, or to even bring an artist up, I think it'd have to be.
Well, it's not that like I'm down to help out any young artist if I can, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I mean, because you could connect dots and get
what
phone
I have,
numbers
yeah,
and
for
stuff
sure,
like that.
for
But there's only so much that you can do because people have to put their own legwork in too.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
But like I don't want to run a label though.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, man. But we're about to get to the Blessings record right here on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio here in Seattle, featuring LaToya Williams. Who is LaToya Williams?
Hey.
LaToya Williams has one of the most beautiful voices I've ever heard in my life. The first time I remember hearing her was in high school. I think it was sophomore year of high school on that second Eastsiders album, and she was all over that.
Such a unique voice. Too.
Yeah. You know, then she was on the like all around the world with Jay-Z,
Dre joints.
You know, the Young Buck. I mean, she's been on all kinds of classic records, man. And I actually I did so how me and her linked up. My guy Boombox Massacre, he's a producer.
Boombox, yeah.
He did
shout out to Boombox.
He had a song. He had a song that he did, and she had done the hook.
Right.
And he sent it to me. He's like, "Man, can you put a verse on it?"
You played that joint here, matter of fact.
Yeah. It's you know it's me, Anthony Danza, and Psycho. R.I.P.
Shout out my guy Danza and rest in peace to Psycho.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so after that, I'll have put that out. LaToya followed me and stuff. I was like, "Oh man, cool." You know, like I was stoked to do that one. And I reached out to her. And I was like, like sometime later, I was like, hey, I got this other record. I was curious if you'd be, how you feel about getting on it, and she hit me back and she was like, I went and dug around on your Instagram. I see we know a lot of mutual people, between like Warren and other people.
Right.
That's love though.
And she was,
yes.
So she was like, I'm down. She's like, I don't want to hop on just anybody's stuff, but basically like, you're good. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And she's great. We chopped it up a few times, and just she's great. She went in on this, man, and it's just no pun intended, but it's just a real blessing to even have her on there.
Right.
Vitamin D on the beat. Me and him finally got in like a record.
Man,
that he produced
man, a
on
legend,
project,
man.
So, yeah, so I really like this one, man.
No, it's a big one for the city. I think it means a lot. It's a special record. I was jamming it. I'm excited for it.
I've never heard it. Are you religious?
Not really. I would say I believe that there's something out there, a God or something that makes things gel.
Right.
I'm Rasta. I was curious.
Yeah. I believe in a higher power, but I don't necessarily think
subscribe fully. You know what I'm saying?
He be like,
you're not out there with picket signs or anything like that for anybody.
No picket signs.
Right.
All right, y'all. It's time to show some blessings right here on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. Whether you are religious or not, you can enjoy this little record from Grynch, featuring LaToya Williams, featuring production from Vitamin D. It's Blessings by Grynch.
Yeah, what can I say? It's been a hell of a ride. Yeah, the game's been good to me. That's how I'm feeling inside. When I arrived, I was raw. Over the years, became refined with these rhymes posted at the bottom, and I indeed climbed. When I first started, before my teens, I had some dreams. Instrumentals, a pen, a pad, and a stack of Source magazines. And MC, I planned to be, and over time, that shit came to pass. Started off straight up trash to making songs that they would blast. Off can let them haters laugh. I'm knowing that I'm spitting truly, and I'm just thankful that anybody listen to me. Seen them lows and highs while the years just keep going by, but for the first time I could reflect on this shit through sober eyes. My pedigree is bona fide, which Bob Dog could hear me now. See, I just want to make the folks who love me and my city proud. The 206 raised me for life, that's without a question. At times I'm stressing, but I gotta count my blessings.
People say that life is just a dream.
see how things have changed. And from the city to the game, no, it ain't the same. Some say that it's a shame, and sometimes I miss them days. Got that chronic tape from Vua School, back in 2nd grade. Fell in love with hip-hop, a lot said it's just a phase. Wasn't caring what they'd say, eventually I touched the stage. Been on and popping since, what if I never got off the bench? Trying to think where I'd have went, I wouldn't be here, that's common sense. And all the time I spent, it's been more than worth it. And like I said, ups and downs, yo, ain't nothing perfect. Expressing vocally, hopefully they say it's dope to me. Been blessed to work with my heroes, nationally and locally. And got some love for overseas memories, I'll make more trust that I appreciate everything. That's from my core, what this music ish gave me. It's tight, that's without a question. At times I'm stressing, but I gotta count my blessings.
People say that life is just a dream. Just a dream. Believing in things I'll never can fade. Yeah. Grateful for all the blessings. Sitting, gonna count my blessings. Sit back and count my blessings.
Blessings by Grynch, featuring Latoya Williams, production from Vitamin D on Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. Shouts out to that picture too, by the way.
That was for what? 5th grade?
You guys have a really good chemistry, man.
5th grade year.
What were you doing in that picture? About to do a speech or something?
Man, we were reading some some poetry thing at like an assembly.
Oh, so you been had bars.
So it was
okay.
It's not rapping, but it's close. It was close.
Nah, that counts as bars. That counts as bars.
That's bars. That's bars. Bars at 5.
It falls under public speech.
Yeah.
Public speech.
My formal rendition.
I still can't believe my hair was that long when I was younger. I'm bald now.
That's amazing. You're live on Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. 10:19 p.m. And of course, as always, our guest of the evening, Grynch, joining us for all until 11 p.m. But right now, we're about to turn it up with our favorite game show.
Come on now.
I love how ID always just does sound effects on that, man. Just really, it really makes it lit around here. But
this is my bro.
all if you're tuning in for the first time and you want to know how to play, it's really simple. It's based on a card game. There's 2 different options. You choose one of them, and we want you all involved in the comments. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Let us know what your opinions are.
My guy Chris said, Grynch, you make me proud to be from Washington.
Oh, word.
I feel that.
That's
yeah.
That's heavy, man.
All right, so we're gonna do 5 of these, or if we run out of time, doesn't matter. But anyway, our first one: have stretchable legs or stretchable arms.
Come on, man. Stretch Armstrong is disrespected as hell right now.
ID, go first.
Mr. Fantastic is really mad right now.
I know, but you can only be one of those: arms or
one.
legs. Arms or legs. Stretchable.
I'm going with the legs because I can get farther.
Okay, I see you. I kind of like the arms. I just feel like you can do more with the arms.
I'm rocking with ID. I'm going legs.
You going with the legs?
I was like, I've always had short legs. I want the arms long.
I actually have long legs. It's just my torso isn't the biggest. That's why I'm not like super tall.
This man got to start getting real technical.
But like, I wasn't going on like the personal thing. Like, I don't want to be no taller or nothing like that. Like, I'm smooth. I was saying it because of what ID said. You could get what I could if I could stretch my legs, I could get here in 1 step. Think about that.
1 step.
Think about how cold that is.
One giant leap.
I just popped in the alleyway. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna see y'all. Boom, 1 step, and I'm just at the crib.
Don't even have the 2 steps.
Don't even got a 2-step.
He's the giant on the can of the green beans. That green giant. He's that dude. But just
what you doing, Grynch? You doing the stretchable arms or the stretchable legs?
I was gonna say stretchable legs because I'm a pretty short individual.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just gonna have to do the arms, man.
I just don't know what you're gonna use stretchable.
Who are you?
Like,
when do open a car door?
When do I ever need to reach that far away?
In the car?
I mean, granted, I could just do like a really long handstand.
You ain't never just locked your keys in the car and had just cracked open a little bit.
Hey, bro, I'm not trying to
I gotta take off my sock.
Yo, Grynch, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Just separate the crowd. They can see.
Grinch, I'm not trying. Grinch, no offense.
Like,
I mean, nothing
think about it. You could just if you had stretch arms, you could just cartwheel to wherever you want to go.
If I got stretchable arms, then this wouldn't be a fan version of the Seahawk gear. I'd be the new wide receiver.
No, I was gonna say basically, no disrespect or nothing, but if you taking the arms, bro, I know your girl ain't that big. Who are you trying to hug?
The whole world.
No,
for 72 hours.
No, if I got stretchable arms, I'm now
gonna hug the whole world for 72 hours.
JJ Grand says arms. Miles says stretchable arms.
Hey, don't mention my girl on here no more, by the way.
KJ says whatever would make me be able to run.
I was talking to
Planet of
Grynch.
the Apes.
Hey, you know what it is.
All right, here we go. Our second one. Take your pick, yo. Take a cold shower or eat warm ice cream.
Warm ice cream.
Warm ice cream.
Man, y'all don't know about those cold showers, man.
No, peep though. Remember back in the day when your moms would give you a warm cup of milk before you go to bed?
And like
I think there's actually benefits to cold
ice
showers.
cream. Warm ice cream is just a regular temperature milkshake. So
I think there is health benefits to cold showers.
I do know that when you sleep with cold temperatures, it regulates your blood flow better. So I think you might have something to do, or that might you might be right, Patron.
No, what about cold showers being better?
Yeah.
You know, I think that is true. I'm pretty sure that's.
But most people.
But I want
them.
the luxury of being able to choose. Like if I want it to be lukewarm for a little bit, maybe I want it to be piping hot for a little portion.
Why are you not being in the
cool
middle
down
about all
before
these
I get out.
questions right now, Mama?
I play with the lever in my shower. I'm gonna let people know that I'm a lever player in my shower. I don't just set the lever and like, oh, this is my shower. It's at 70 degrees. No, it's a little lever play, bro. Sometimes, you know what I mean? When we start off, got to get warm. Then as I get warmer, you know what I'm saying, cool it down, and then end with a nice cool temperature so you're not bursting up. Get out. That's what I'm saying. Lever play, just a little lever play.
It depends on the time of year.
It's just a little lever play.
But what you doing, Grynch? Cold shower or warm ice cream? Warm ice cream. Okay.
It's a milkshake at that point. Y'all ain't never like got an ice cream something and then it gets in. You can
warm chocolate ice cream is disgusting. I'll tell you that much.
See, I wouldn't go.
Yo, he jumped right out there with it.
Whatever, something smooth.
But then that's
Strawberry,
fruit.
Vanilla. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say Miles said
caramel swirl.
Cold shower. KJ said cold shower.
JJ Grand.
Comments are clean sweep cold shower.
Cold shower, okay.
Hey man,
but Grinch is doing the warm ice cream though.
Me and Grinch don't go with the masses.
Respect.
That's how you get the longevity. This is the key to longevity right here. It's a secret.
But I mean, if it's
when they say cold shower, you say warm ice cream. That's how you. If you want to make it from 04 to 2022, that's how you do it. Warm
ice cream, new song.
Those are the Dippin' Dots. The Dippin' Dots don't. They take longer to melt.
I can't wait to see
yo,
for that one.
Yo, Grinch, you gotta let us do this.
What you said, ID? What you said, ID?
Yo, Patron, Grinch gotta let us use that for our cartoon intro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for last episode. I forgot you guys
all doing a cartoon. All right, I think we got time for one more.
I'm on it too, since it's an anime too. By the way, I'm in there.
We got one more time for one more. Take your pick, y'all. So here we go with our last one: cure cancer or discover an alien race.
Cancer.
Cure cancer.
Man, I don't know. Is discover an alien race, man?
Cancer.
Man, cancer. What's wrong with you?
Because I mean, if we want to be real, I know I gotta go left, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm doing this, but we already know there's aliens out there, bro.
Exactly.
So what if you're the one to discover it? You know?
No, but like you can't be, because like there's already like several decades of like alien files, and like it wouldn't be that cool to find a new alien when there's already aliens that they know about and haven't told us. Because you would drop your alien information and be like, I just discovered the alien. They'd be like, cool. Well, in 1922 we had, you know what I mean?
Like where we're at now, I feel like curing cancer is
a little bit more pressing. I'm definitely gonna swing cancer on that one.
Yeah, man. I'm mad they still don't have a cure for cancer.
Like what?
Real, man. Somebody take some LSD and come up with a cure for that real quick. Cause
if we figure COVID out for cancer, bro, that's a problem.
You want some real? There was a joke that a comedian made, and he said that if everyone said they wasn't giving up no chocha until somebody came up with a cure for cancer, some teenager would figure it out in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was Shakespeare, I think.
All right, I think we got time for one more. Then
go ahead, crank one more.
All right, one more for you. Have your whole life broadcast on TV, or have no one ever remember your name ever. So you don't have a
wow,
family,
that's like the Save the
nobody
World
ever knows you.
That's like that Save the World one.
That's either Truman Show.
or NTV.
I'm going with the nobody remembers you.
Or Pleasantville.
Because you could have some fun.
Can you say the question again?
Yeah, have your whole life broadcast on TV or have no one ever remember you.
Broadcast my life on TV. Let's do it.
I'm gonna broadcast your life on TV.
Oh yeah.
You know what? No, Grinch has a point. I gotta think because you could.
I charge my phone.
You could have a lot of fun. What, bro? That means that you could like hit a lick on a bank every day.
Every day is like a new life.
No, like you could. No.
Criminals,
But it doesn't even have to be. You could hit a lick on the same bank every day, and they would just be like, "Who is that guy? We've never seen him before." Like
no consequences.
And then when the police are asking, like, "So what did he look like?" They're like, "You know what? Like, it's actually pretty hard to describe. I'm actually not even sure that was like a man for sure. It was pretty ambiguous."
Everybody listening, we don't mean anything we're saying.
But then again, you're like, how are you gonna spend your money because like you're like alone, so you don't have. But I mean, I guess you could just like meet new people every day,
and then they'll forget who you are.
But your whole
ridiculous.
But your whole life broadcast.
Yeah,
nobody remembers you, so like you're not gonna have like childhood friends.
Hey, y'all remember? Y'all ever see that movie with Jamie Foxx and it was called Bait?
Like you'll never be sitting around like you remember when we played this. No, you'll never have a hey. You remember this moment? There'll never be that.
There'll always be who is this guy?
Jamie Foxx was in a movie. Jamie Foxx was in a movie called Bait. Long story short, they had to track him. They did it by implanting a microphone chip in his jaw, by bashing him in jail and having a reason to make him go to surgery. Long story short.
I was just gonna watch
whatever.
That.
Long story
whatever. KJ Grant says, "Broadcast me. I will be one messed up story. I'll be the next."
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it was
dope. Chill,
bro. It was dope when they did it. Bro.
Like trying to watch your sex tapes. Get out of here.
I didn't think that's what he meant by
Kardashian. Delete those.
Y'all need to relax. It's a part of life. It's a part of life. Y'all need to relax.
That is take your pick, y'all, man.
Look,
with Grynch. Thank you all for playing along. We got another half hour to come right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. So stay with us live. We got ID the question. We got more. We got a joints from Lloyd Banks and DJ Premier coming. So you know where it is. Stay right here on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
What's shaking? This is Jenna. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
Welcome to the coronavirus pandemic.
I'll take coronavirus for 100. Fever, chills, shortness of breath, loss of taste or smell. What is stay at home and isolate? Correct. Coronavirus for 200. Inability to stay awake, persistent pain or pressure in chest, trouble breathing. What is seek immediate help? Correct.
Coronavirus for 500.
Crippling and potentially dead infectious disease eliminated in the United States with vaccination.
What is the polio vaccine?
Correct.
I'll take coronavirus for 700.
The Daily Double.
Should I take the coronavirus vaccine? Wait. Hold up. This is not a game. It's time for serious discussions. We have coronavirus vaccines, but not everyone is comfortable taking them. Here's the facts. Based on what has been proven about vaccines for other diseases, COVID-19 vaccine may help keep you from getting seriously ill, even if you do get the virus. Getting vaccinated also may protect people around, particularly those at greater risk for severe illness from COVID-19. We don't yet have all of the answers. Get informed, talk to your healthcare physician, and make the right decision for you. This is a message supported by the Washington State Department of Health. We're on Rainier Avenue Radio from 5 to midnight for Sunday evening sound sessions. Jazz from the cabinets from Big Poppy.
That's right. It's time once again for Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy.
Sergio LaCour's Love Lines.
It's Sergio's Love Lines with Sergio LaCour. Go to the phone line. Tell her who we talking to.
Sage Prince and Just My Opinion.
This is Sage, and that's just about going to do it for the first half of Just My Opinion.
K-Fox Nightbeat with Nasty Ness Rodriguez.
It's the beat of the Fox. K-Fox Nightbeat, Nasty Ness.
You know what? You're going to listen from 5 to midnight. Just turn it on and don't stop. DJ Alibaba. The Underground Surround Sound Star Time with Paul Pearson.
Thanks for tuning in. My name is Paul Pearson.
Sunday evening sound sessions on Rainier Avenue Radio. Trust me, you'll be listening the entire time from 5 to midnight. Sunday evening, your sound session on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Are you a small business owner in Seattle who was impacted by COVID-19? The Seattle Office of Economic Development is investing $8 million to connect small businesses to operating capital. The Small Business Capital Access Program will lower the cost of Washington State Small Business Flex Fund loans by paying down 25% of the loan principal. Eligible small businesses can borrow up to $150,000 with a 4% interest rate to cover expenses like payroll, rent, utilities, and supplies.
Yo. What's good, y'all? This is King Kazza from the Mad Crew. And right now, I'm vibing out to Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, with hosts D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and IDYourself, representing that true school hip-hop. C-Town to the worldwide. Peace.
You're getting agitated from waiting, I smell you hating. You want my spot, huh? You've been practicing your celebration. The type that wanna slow you down when you're accelerating. Entitled want results without the dedication. Really believed in what you talking, you be working on it. And breaking day mode, and you haven't been the perfect morning. Staying true to yourself, dogs, what's most important. Remember all that was done for you, treat your folks according. Lean on the motherfucking soul, feel like the hope recording. When it rains, it's a storm, watch all the culprits pouring. State of emergency, hear the culture calling. Anyone that seem cool, they make you focus on them. You lose your life, too much sleeping, having a dream is tough. Gotta see your bloodstream to make your streams go up. Came in the business, fire in a diesel cup. It's my fault you running in plates, ain't even stuck. I'm hoping it's just a phase. The moves that have you questioning the way that they were raised. I'm looking around amazed. It's like it's so hard to congratulate them nowadays. Congratulating other communities enraged, but they don't give a shit about you, see you on the front page. And the sympathy is staged. A bunch of motherfuckers putting flowers on your grave. So quick to paint a different picture when that talks around him. That ain't your friend, soon as he walks away you talk about him. All he wanted for you's the best, you never cut your throat. All the women in the world, you wanna fuck his though. Nowadays everything's different, even suckers blow. Bitches get with big ass jewelry, you'd have to tuck it though. Okay, you walked in my stomping grounds, but you tiptoe. Banging on rumors, damn I miss hanging up with my flip phone. You tattletaling on niggas, you need your lips on. The veins frozen, the flows golden, the crypts chrome. Go against me, you be blue, so you get very different. What good is the seed if you're gonna be out here cherry picking? Ain't posting on social media, you can tell he missing. Found with all them holes in his head, imaginary pimping. Give me flowers while I can smell them. Life stinks, I rolled a 7. Only right, I slowed down, I was a Mac 11. I'm hoping it's just a phase. The moves that have you questioning the way that they were raised. I'm looking around amazed. It's like it's so hard to congratulate them nowadays. Congratulating other communities enraged, but they don't give a shit about you, see you on the front page. And the sympathy is staged. A bunch of motherfuckers putting flowers on your grave. Dead roses.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, Lloyd Banks.
Yo,
I don't know.
so
He has a new
jump right
project. He has a new project that just dropped, The Course of the Inevitable 2, which is
we
out.
gotta get him on here.
And that one is called Dead Roses, production by Cryptic One. You're tuned in live with myself, D Money,
Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself, you heard?
OG Mambo.
And here with our guest of the evening, Grynch.
On the first verse, man, dude said, and this is creating a theme to the show from what Mambo said, what D Money said, but he said in the first verse, stay true to yourself, that's what's most important. And in the second verse, he said, give me my flowers while I can smell them. Bro,
That whole record he was talking about just
going in, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Progressing beyond appreciation.
and he mentioned dedication really heavily too.
Yeah, Banks is that dude, man. Definitely always been solid. Every single record.
He got bars like Fab, man. It was back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Banks
He's up there for sure.
Banks got bars, man, but you know who has questions? IDYourself. And he's got ID the question.
I got a big one this week. I don't know if y'all ready for this one. And this is for the rappers, so hopefully y'all ready for this.
Okay, well we got.
If you're a heavy listening musician, if you're a rapper, engineer, or if you even just have a high vocab of memory of music in your head, you'll be able to handle this. So check this crazy question out that I figured. If every president, okay, known to man, dead and alive, was a rapper or a singer, okay, we're not gonna forget people. It's cool. Everybody's included. If every previous president was a rapper or a singer, okay, and then you take today's artists, now you can only include alive people that are alive, and you take today's artists, who's the next president?
All right, so you're saying every president was a rapper or a singer? And we went to the George Washington concert the other day.
For example, you can take. I'm gonna take some recent ones. You can take Donald Trump, and you could take President Obama, and you can take those two people and whatever rapper you think they are. Take those two rappers, and then you cannot use them anymore. Whoever they are to you, in comparison to those presidents, you have to make sure that it's correlating with the president. You can't just throw out wild names. It has to make sense. Because I'm going to ask you why you chose the rapper and how it correlates with what president you think would maybe go with that.
I was gonna vote for Kanye if he really.
And that's cool. That's cool.
I've never voted though. I'll just be messing with you.
You've never voted?
Wow.
Yo, you know what's crazy? The last time I voted before Obama was when Bill Clinton.
I tend to just mind my Asian business.
Retrospectively, are you happy with that decision?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a universal kind of spirit. I'm not worried about the president.
But I think I kind of got lost a little bit because at first I was like, okay, presidents is rappers. Okay, so.
Well, you don't have to pick a rapper that's correlated with a president. I just figured that might help the person pick a rapper. But basically, all I just want to know is pick a rapper that you would consider to be the next president. And you chose Obama. That's a perfect pick for me. I'll give my pick last because I created the question. But in general, like pick a rapper that you would feel like could be a good candidate for president, as well as how good they are as an artist.
If I'm honest and I look at all the rappers out there and the ones that might make a good president, I would say Killer Mike is definitely up there, man.
Good pick.
Yeah, I mean, I can't correlate him with any previous presidents. I'm not sure about that part, but Killer Mike has always been conscious. He's always been living for his community, speaking up. I know he campaigned for Bernie Sanders there for a minute, but Killer Mike, I think he would be a great president.
Good choice. I didn't even pick that, but that was a really good choice.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Now who's gonna follow
next?
that one?
Who's gonna follow that? I'll go next. It's whatever. My choice was Busta Rhymes.
Busta, okay. What it is right now?
He's very, very spiritual. He's very deep. He's huge into the community and everyone that he touches. And I mean like every community that he touches down in the plane in. He's talking to people. He's communicating. He's touching base with the elders in those communities. He's sitting down for dinner with the villages and whatnot. Like he's actually,
and you know he's gonna have Spliff Star as vice president, man.
It's
a must. It's a must at that point.
bro. They're gonna be like, make my people go shout, press.
The inaugural ball will be lit for sure.
Man, it's kind of a toss-up since y'all went that deep. I'm gonna have to say.
I was gonna say T.I.
I'm gonna say either Snoop or E40.
Snoop or E40.
I like the idea of Snoop as
like
president.
both answers.
I like the idea of Snoop as
They
president.
both have really similar
on,
minds.
on the phone with Korea, like, nah, cuz we can't do that.
KJ, you wild for that one.
Shaquille O'Neal. I'm not mad at that.
He technically is a rapper.
He is. He qualifies.
You might as well say Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon's not a bad candidate either, but like I just feel like he might be like sleeping with other like presidents' wives and stuff like that. He'll get into some drama.
The UNH,
like he gonna take the Air Force One to you know what I mean? The wrong country, leave with somebody's daughter, president. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
oh, she said she was a concubine. I thought she.
What would you mean? Okay. Like now we into it. They're like, no, you must marry her.
Who you putting up for President Grynch?
Both of the guys already got set. I mean, Killer Mike would be dope.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at anything anybody said. I was almost gonna go with like Snoop or Jay.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, Jay would be a cool.
Jay's already like the superhero. Like you can't.
That's what I mean. But
I was gonna say adding that would just
create a character.
Like
yeah,
like he becomes president too.
You make him immortalized
because he's already the superhero. But it's like, man. Yeah. That's just like,
and I feel
of course.
I feel like he's already like kind of been in those circles,
in those spaces, right?
Patron, do you guys think
Obama you can't really like what if someone who's like already potentially there? You know what I'm saying?
Patron, Grynch, you guys think he would want that though?
No,
Jay.
Like
no.
As Jay, like we're talking about Jay. Like just as
I don't know what that man wants.
I think Snoop would.
I don't think Jay-Z wants to be the president at all.
And I like the idea of E40 being like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm dipping and talking. This is why
You guys, this is why I'm
Baby,
saying,
you
like,
ain't gonna
it
do
has
that.
to
We'll
be-
throw some bombs on you.
This is why I'm saying it has to be a person.
Bombs over Baghdad.
That sounds like a Boondock sketch. E40 for president.
He
Let's
had
go.
a good.
Hey, who has to go? Hey, who didn't go yet? Who didn't go yet?
Goodness.
Who didn't go yet? I think we all went.
The 41.
I don't know where this one's going.
That was a good
That'd be
one.
hard.
I'm glad I came up with that question.
I think it need to be somebody obscure. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I don't vote, but I will vote for Kanye. I mean,
If it was Andre 3000, I'd be.
I'll vote for Snoop.
He hasn't steered me wrong yet.
And E40. And you know what, Lil Wayne too, while we just throwing them out there. Actually, no, I don't know about Wayne. I don't know about Wayne as president.
You know what, Lil
Because I
Wayne
think that
too,
Snoop
be
Dogg,
much
I
worse.
think Snoop Dogg has a
Can't be much worse
good
from what I've seen.
discernment. Has good discernment. I trust his decision making to be fair and just.
I also hope none of these guys do try to run for president.
Yeah, they're doing good in their spaces. Yeah, they're doing good in their spaces right now. Like,
I don't know if we need like another celebrity in office.
Bro, nobody named a female.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story.
Way to call us out.
I got
ID.
Queen
Yeah,
Latifah.
everyone,
I got
yeah.
Queen Latifah. Boom.
Queen Latifah, okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Queen Latifah would be a good
Lauren
president.
Hill would be hard.
Lauren Hill, yeah.
As a president, bro.
I don't
Now you
know.
guys are just saying. Now you guys are just saying reputable women.
Like,
Now you're just saying. I don't know if I want Lauren Hill to be my president.
I mean, there's a difference between having dope bars and running a country.
What's the difference? Tell me what your idea is a dope bar.
I do want to shout out Scarface though. He actually ran for a local position, so I mean, shouts out to him. I know also one of what's his name? He collaborated with Kanye a lot. He actually got elected in Chicago. Ryan Fest. Yeah, he got elected. So yeah, so that's dope. Yeah,
Good woman, MC. Alicia Keys.
KZ says Latifah. Okay.
I want to see Alicia Keys be president because she's
Alicia
cool and
Keys?
she got a good balance. Because what you got to understand is to be president, you got to think about all the different people. Even just think about our show here. We got different cultures and flavors of
true.
life.
We gotta represent
It's
all
got to be
this.
someone who can discern. And I just imagine Alicia Keys and or Snoop Dogg hitting the J and being like,
It's the same person that said Lil
figure
Wayne.
it out. Lil Wayne was last pick though. Lil Wayne was last pick, and then
Lil
I kind of
Wayne.
doubled back on that because I don't know about Wayne making decisions and be like, "Yeah, baby, I don't know, baby, we can't do that." He's been rich.
He got big old purple cups sitting
What we
next to
learned
him.
from our guy Donnie Trump is people who've had money for too long probably shouldn't be president.
No, they really.
And Wayne has been rich since he was 9 years old, bro. He's had millions of dollars since before his balls dropped, bro. Like, let's just keep it real. So for that reason alone, I don't think he'd be able to think about like the average human being's day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying?
And
I look at Lil Wayne like
But
this
Alicia
guy,
Keys drove a Mazda 626. I saw her say this in an interview. She's a regular human being. She could do it.
Now, speaking of Lil Wayne, he is featured on this next song by DJ Premier, also with Slick Rick,
he snapped
off
on
of DJ Premier's project Hip Hop 50
President? No.
Volume
Bars?
1.
Absolutely.
Hip Hop 50.
He always got like a first year contender too.
Hip Hop 50 Volume 1. You can go check it out from DJ Premier. There's like 5 or 6 joints on there, just fire, and they're like genre spinning. So
Slick Rick the legend, by the way, too, man.
A legend for sure.
Slick Rick and Lil Wayne on this joint. It's called The Root of It All. And I'll let you guess what the root is right here on Rainier Avenue Radio Fresh Juice. When we come back, it's already time to wrap it up.
My future's looking promising. Problem with my mom again, troubling. Money thinks it's running things. When no income isn't coming in. Running with the wrong again, gone again. Money. I keep sending cash to Mina. Got it, working for a Mina. Puts a hurting on the senior. After curtain cooking peon. Did I stutter? It's root of all boo. All you loyal to it, useless. Bruce trying to do vocal, lose no one. I still pull him out of grave. Trying to play chap, okay? Dustin more, nobody's touching us and rushing more. Lose lips, Rick dances with Woo. Kid elusive, I reign just a new black I move past. Psych dress me like some baby George Clinton. What's it thinking? Stacking the deck, ain't checking the chick, ain't backing up shit. Control money, don't let it show money. Soul money, never let it go from me. Cold homie, suede linen. A to K, pray when I'm A, yet I'm stay with them. Told to play ageism. Variety makes good society. I said this. Respect kid, excessive makes me question my ethics. Though cash has no moral calm. Showing some flow is don't know it's wrong, throw it from. Showing some home sweet home. Like some nooses in my wallet. I'm on top it. I nurturing the loose change in my pocket.
You know this ain't a game to us.
Money thinks.
Money versus everybody, money isn't everything. That's capping. I put that on everything. I don't look back, I never blink. I'm at the bank, I'm thinking about the fact how I don't have to think about the way to rob the bank. I'm running by the bank. Dollar bill, water bill, power struggles, power moves, and power drills. Cause I reveal I got a ball, got a plot, got a wall full of clocks. Still ain't got no time to kill. Got on to watch the diamonds real. Money make the world go round. Money racing hurdles now. Take the drapes, the curtains down. Don't money make the perfect clouds. Money count and go brrr. Money make the perfect sound. In the chopper go brrr. Okay, they heard me now, looking like a pile of money. That whole face versus the powders, that two to that primo. We connect like a magnet and we grew to Magneto, like the root of all evil. Money.
My future's looking promising. Problem with my mom again, troubling. Money thinks it's running things when no income isn't coming in. Running with the wrong again, gone again. Money. When pondering a con again, morality in front of when once again, money thinks it's running things. See you got a honey, young and thin, by the honey ton of things, sputtering. Money.
DJ Premier with Slick Rick and Lil Wayne. The roots of it all. Off of Hip Hop 50 Volume 1 on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice.
Man, I heard that I had to rewind Wayne's verse a couple times, man. You said
that's real hip hop. When you gotta play a verse back, that's real hip hop. When you gotta run back the verse and be like, hold on, what did that insane man say? Why did they let him out of an asylum wherever he was from with all them thoughts in his
I did
head?
want to say before the last break, man, shout out to KZ in the comments, show.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she shouted out Latifah as a president.
Yeah.
It is 10:48 p.m., which means we have a little bit left time left here. And man, I know we haven't even mentioned it yet, but our guy Grynch is dropping an album next month.
Oh yeah, what's the name of the project? Bro?
Yeah, well, what is it?
Announce it yet.
Okay.
Cool. Stephanie Tanner.
Hey, now we gotta follow you, man. At Grynch206. Now you guys gotta follow.
It's a full length. I'm excited, man. I just
We definitely gonna play some tracks.
Is it wrapped up already? Is it done? Or are you still in the fight? Okay, cool.
It's been done, and I'm already working on like some.
How many videos are gonna be made from this album?
Man, hopefully at least a couple.
Well, can you tell us about features?
I mean, there's a couple.
Can you tell us the name of the single for the album?
So you guys have played it, but the Paper Route joint with me and Mix a lot.
Oh, Paper Route, yeah.
Gotcha.
Gio's on there, but, for me,
and my question,
SMH, yeah.
Latoya Williams.
Okay, yeah. Blessings.
Yeah, man, I got a couple little surprises,
You got surprises.
Remember how you talked about how this is like a compilation of a bunch of stuff that kind of didn't make it at the same time, the dope records and stuff like
yes,
that?
that was anthology.
That was the anthology project.
Right, no, right. But is this like something like that, or is this more like composed?
This is like a new album.
A new album.
You structure this personally.
Oh yeah.
Is this all stuff? Is this all stuff from the pandemic, or does it go back, or like how?
There's a couple that got done before the pandemic, but the most of it's either during or after.
Right.
Okay.
And the record we have heard, is that like to set a tone of what we can expect?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
it's been a minute.
Next month when?
Project. Like I did a couple side projects. I did the Greater Than album with me and Fierceville and Greaves.
Remember that? Yeah.
We played that over here.
The Gas Project with Jesus Spades and stuff.
Yeah, that was fire.
We got another EP, Gas EP coming too. So
Gas too.
Yeah, working.
Oh yeah, I got to sneak a verse.
I mean, the gas prices are going up. You might as well.
Let me know.
Hey, next month when?
Probably middle of the month.
Middle of the month.
So you got to stay tuned for that announcement. No, I'm excited.
It's gonna be hot in August, yo. Yeah. It's gonna be hot with this project, man. Okay. All right. This is all we're getting out of Grynch tonight, We asked him for a name. No, we asked him for.
No, he got to
maybe
build
a
that
couple
hype up. He's
features.
doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Hey,
yo,
that
Grynch,
means
Grynch,
go
Grynch,
listen
Grynch.
to that Blessings record and make sure you stay tapped in on all media
Grynch.
platforms.
Last question. How many tracks are on the album?
There's 15.
Okay,
So
he'll tell us.
it's a full thing.
Okay, it is a full length.
That's a full album, baby.
That's a whole album.
I kind of struggled with like dropping the whole record like that because I just see how things are. People just pay attention to music so differently. It's all about singles or short EPs and stuff. But like it's structured in very much in like an album fashion, and I just felt like it would be a disservice to the material if I didn't put it out, the way it is.
Did you have less or more that you wanted to put in, or is this the exact amount that you wanted?
It basically fell into place just the way I wanted it to.
You know,
Awesome.
when you talk about releasing releasing a bunch of singles before a record like that, we recently had Corey Tate here, and he's about to drop an album, but he has a totally different approach. But he's dropping all of his songs individually before the entire project.
Well, we had a big conversation about
that,
about whether it was better to just drop a song at a time. Because the thing is, you drop 15 songs, and it's like 4 months. They're like, when's the next 15? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's like, well, you don't understand. That was like 3 years, but
and that's what I mean. Like
that took like 3 years to put together.
That's what I mean when I say I was kind of torn on it, but like it worked so well as a cohesive project that I was like, I want to present it in this format.
Not for nothing, but if it was like very like storytelling esque, it would be cool to drop it like 5, like do 5 1 week, next week do the next 5.
Do you enjoy
next
concept
5.
records?
And then it's like, man, we want to see the ending of this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just an idea, but anyway.
What's up, Ivy?
Do you like concept records more, or do you like to just kind of write towards your feelings?
I mean, they both work in their own ways,
Respect.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like you've tied in.
This was a great interview.
I feel like you tie them both in really well, though. Like as you kind of got your first decade in, I feel like it's been a lot more about putting together your real stories with with like the mass material. I mean, I try and do the same thing with my pen now.
I'm just happy with this project because I think it's easily my best album.
Okay.
Definitely.
What is the next 5 years?
I'm really happy with it.
That's not the first time that I've heard that from a rapper. Oh, this is my best album ever.
What is that?
I mean, you know what? You're supposed to feel like that every time you make a record.
You should feel like
honesty.
What is
there's a few of them that are gonna have nostalgic records. Like I got my Lactose.
And of course, nobody can predict how something's gonna perform.
But the new stuff's supposed to be the new stuff.
Right.
This is supposed to be invoking the
What
new
is that?
feelings.
What
telling
is
my
20
realest truths,
Got that new
inspiring my
energy.
next generation. I was doing whatever it's supposed to do. So
Well, and like, so I feel like I'm definitely making the best music I've ever made right now.
Dope.
And I'm happy about that because, like, granted, like I'll just be honest, like my peak as far as like when I was buzzing the most or whatever, that was some years ago. at this
True.
point. I'm not
Right,
like some delusional dude, but like I'm just happy that my craft has just gotten better
still
over
grown
time.
and even has potential for more growth. Even, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Do it 'cause you love
What do
it.
you think you're gonna? Do you have plans for 2023, or are you kind of just riding the wave?
I'm just seeing what happens, man. We're living in weird times right now.
We are, yeah.
Everything is just kind of, uncertain. So I'm just kind of rolling.
Nah, this album's gonna get you a plaque, man.
But you got new energy, and that's really what it comes down to, man. D, we had Silver Shadow on the show a few.
Silver Shadow D.
We were talking about like the golden age of hip hop. And he was like, "That's today," and I was like, "Not today's more of like a Renaissance era." You know what I mean?
I can see that.
And then here we go. Kanye's dropping gospel albums, Drake doing dance music, and Beyonce's album's actually called The Renaissance. So I mean, it was
And
like
that's the whole, history.
it all
of
came to
people,
fruition, and that was like 2
Yeah.
years ago. We had that interview with Silver Shadow.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys
definitely.
think we're gonna get back to boy bands again? Maybe.
Absolutely.
They're in, man.
Hey,
They're in
man,
Korea.
We can form one, man. D Money will be the front man.
Right
Oh
there you
my
go.
God.
Hey.
Ain't nobody trying to see that.
You got the
dog.
longest hair, man.
Yeah,
That's it.
Coming for you.
All right, y'all. We only have a couple more minutes. So anything you want to say, Grynch, before we bounce?
Oh man, just it's been fun hanging out with you guys. I
Nah,
haven't seen
for
any
sure,
of you guys.
Appreciate you being out here, man.
In person in forever. So, I saw you not too. I saw Mambo not that long ago.
Yeah.
But you guys I haven't seen in.
Been a few
Yeah.
years.
Exactly. So,
It's been a minute.
Yeah, we gotta harass Greg Seif, man. G Seif, if you watch it, man, drop that record, man, so me and Grynch can have one on record that's out there at least, you know.
You gotta
we
hear
gonna
that.
we gonna cook up another one,
We gotta hear that.
but that's a nice little flavor taste for him, a little intro.
All right,
Very,
next
very
week.
nice to meet you, brother.
Likewise, man, for sure. Absolutely.
Next week on Fresh Juice, 7 the Panther is coming through. So tune in next week, July 27th, 9 to 11 p.m. We'll chop it up with 7, man. He also does a podcast. He's a rapper. He does a lot of different things, man. So should be dope topping it up with him. He's been on the program a couple times before. So next week, July 27th, 9 to 11 p.m., 7 the Panther on the 616th episode of the show, Fresh Juice. As always, you can check out the Fresh Juice Facebook group. Watch the show from there. Facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. Facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. All the music on the program on our Spotify playlist, Fresh Juice Mix 2022. Fresh Juice Mix 2022 on Spotify. You can check us out on IG and Twitter at Fresh Juice Media. We post clips from the show, pictures with our guests afterwards, and announcements of future guests. So IG and Twitter, Fresh Juice Media. Check out our archive of audio on mixcloud.com/Fresh Juice Podcast, mixcloud.com/Fresh Juice Podcast. And there's over 300 episodes on there, so you can listen to Fresh Juice for days. And you can listen to past editions of Grynch being on the show and all that kind of stuff. So all the audio is on mixcloud.com/Fresh Juice Podcast. And of course, our link tree. Go find that. You can find our YouTube channel there as well. Fresh Juice Media, link tree, Fresh Juice Media. Thank you all for tuning in to another edition of Fresh Juice.
Yeah, man.
All the juice is done here for the VA Splash Strawberry Kiwi.
Yeah, the VA has been killed.
It's been killed, man.
We did our thing.
Blueberry superfood tea, yo.
And do yourselves a service. Do what we did before the show, man, and Google Grynch a little bit. Find out a little more information.
Do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Do it.
That's the whole point of doing what we do here, so we can expand, and we can grow. And we can shed light on all the creatives from around the way, man. Because there's a lot going on in Seattle that a lot of people, don't know about, and it's been going on. That's the crazy thing about it.
And you know why? It's easy because it's cool.
Hey, because it's simple.
Shouts out to
It's
Ani
simple.
Chaotic from last week of Abstraction.
Because it's cool.
Yes, it's always cool. And coming up after the program at 11 p.m., the Neon Ghost Show. Check out that right there. It'll be 11 p.m.
Titties out.
Yes, right.
So tweaking today. Boom, boom.
Whoa.
All
No
right.
such never happened.
We'll see.
But no, that was just a weird picture, man. But shout out to,
We'll see.
shout out to the Neon Ghost Show.
Hosted by the Robbie. We'll see y'all next week, 7 to Panther on the 27th, 9 to 11 Wednesdays. Peace out and bless.
You're